Hello, this is Elena and Virginia Delgado here with Realexcel Epilepsy Portal. Today I will talk about Virginia, my cheerful and playful by nature loving daughter, who has sustained this horrible injury during one of her countless tonic-clonic seizures. It happened while she decided to move out and live on her own, and thinking erroneously that was okay. You can imagine my reaction. Her friend called me up to come by quickly and assess her because Virginia didn't want an ambulance to come by. As soon as I got there, I knew where the seizure took place and I felt bad that I wasn't there to protect her. I immediately called the ambulance and told her that because of the severity of her injuries, she must be properly examined at the hospital. The CAT scan didn't show any internal injury. I was so relieved and happy that even though the external injuries looked very scary, there was no internal damage. Her blood work came back okay except for being low on calcium, which was always like that after all of her generalized tonic-clonic seizures. One other thing that has been happening every time she had a seizure and we ended up in the hospital was that her blood pressure was extremely low. Being sick, nauseous, and vomiting was always a part of her after-seizure ritual, and this time was no different. I've had a heart-to-heart talk with her and convinced her that in her condition, she still needs my assistance, and it is safer for her to live with someone who can come to her aid when she needs it. She bit her tongue really badly this time and could not talk and eat well for over a week, which was always like that after all of her generalized seizures. I also finally convinced her to take those earrings off, since she already had a few bloody injuries because of them. I knew she had her mindset on being independent, since her not-so-smart friend convinced her to live on her own in the first place. It took some persuasion to convince her to do the right thing. So I had to lay it down firmly and without sugarcoating. I convinced her towards moving in together again, monitored her, provided her with emotional support, and nursed her back to health. I'm sure it wasn't easy for her as she was in a lot of physical pain for the next couple of weeks. As you can see with her cheerful personality, she still found a way of playing around, despite having to give in to understanding that she needs help and that she needs someone to live with her for her own safety and well-being. I told her that at the later date, when and if she gets better, she can choose to give her independence a try again. As the mother of an epileptic child, it is hard for me to watch her to suffer like this. Her tonic-clonic seizures are very violent and happen anytime without warning. She has no aura, so there is no way of telling of an oncoming seizure. Over time and a couple of years later after this injury, Virginia has managed to sit down or lie down at least once in a while when she was not feeling well. She has also learned to listen to her body's needs. Sleeping adequate hours is one of the most important needs of people with epilepsy. Virginia particularly needs full 12 hours of uninterrupted sleep, and she gets the best rest when it's completely dark and completely quiet. Those with epilepsy and seizure disorder know that skipping on the sleep will only result in more seizures. Virginia is a very strong individual, and despite her severe injuries, she still chooses to go out. I sustained injuries and couldn't walk, and yet we still managed to go to the science center and enjoy our time together as a family. As you can see, Virginia still has the bruises under her eyes, and when I asked her what if people think somebody beat her up, she said she doesn't care because she wants to enjoy her life, and being sick is not gonna prevent her or stop her from going out. Her all-time favorite is going to the restaurants. Being fully vegan by health choice for both of us, we go to vegan restaurants. The intent is to raise awareness for epilepsy, to let people see and feel what epileptics have to go through, to let people see a small part of what it means to live with epilepsy. Please share this video. The world needs to know that living with epilepsy is not easy. This is Elena with Realexcel Epilepsy Portal. May the power of love and healing be with you.